Hello, friends and family. All right, episode 6, part 6 of Messages to My 15-Year-Old Self. Today we're going to talk about fulfillment and meaning and joy, satisfaction, what have you. And I'm trying to think back to when I was 15, and I wanted way different things when I was 15 than I want now. So, the only thing I can think of that I know that I wanted then, that I still want now, is the opportunity to have a family, be a father, be a good father, be a good husband, which actually, that was a big deal back then. It became a bigger deal once I met my wife. But the thing about being a father, that was kind of inherent ever since I can remember. So being a father, being a husband, those were there when I was 15 and are still there now. Everything else, though, are way different. Like, the things that I wanted then are way different than the things that I want now. And I think back then it was kind of, I don't know, I would describe it as a little more fast-paced, a little more adventurous. I mean, I am kind of adventurous now, but I have other things to think about with regard to risk. Back then it was just like I had one life to live, and I was gonna try to make the most of it, do whatever I could in order to experience whatever life has to offer. But now I'm kind of like, I have one body to live it in, and I need to make sure I take care of that body, otherwise I won't have the opportunities to do the kind of things that life has to offer. I also think that sometimes when you experience one thing for the purpose of fulfillment and joy and meaning, it takes away from what else you could be experiencing. So that's not a bad thing. It's just kind of a revelation that I've had since I was 15. And so to that, I guess the takeaway I would want for if I were, when I were 15, if I were listening to myself now, I think I would want the takeaway to be something like, like, do the things that you're gonna do. Just keep in mind that there are consequences that go beyond whatever the experience was. I didn't make a whole lot of. I'm the kind of person that doesn't have regrets anyway, and so I yes, there were mistakes, yes, there were struggles and challenges, but I didn't. If I were to do it over again, I don't think I would do a whole lot of things differently. I mean, admittedly, there are a couple things that I probably would do differently, I think it was a good time. I would just say the things that I struggle with now are second guessing myself, if I'm spending my resources the best way, if I'm really chasing the things that I want, and instead of just kind of living a life that I'm not meant to live. So another one that's kind of vague. It's hard to give examples for that one, but the things that I do now are like praying and reading and meditating and journaling, and like, I wasn't into doing any of that stuff before. When I had a free minute before, I'm outside playing basketball, which I still kind of do now, but shopping is something I rarely do now, as far as for like clothes and material possessions and stuff. I was really big into like the media, like trying to watch shows and movies, and trying to be updated on whatever the like pulp culture is and stuff, and those are few and far between now. Even like sports and stuff, I wanted to know everything there was to know about sports, and it had served me well. They're just, I don't know, the things that I want now get in the way of some of the things I want now. And so I anticipate having this conversation with my 15-year-old kids, and I would imagine I would tell them something like this, but I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's it.